Hello everybody, I am back with another video. Before I begin, I would like to let you know that if you just tuned in into my Facebook page, this is strictly only topics related to the Bible and also any visions that I receive from the Lord that He would like me to share with you. Again, if you don't believe in the supernatural, then this video is not for you. But for the ones who are interested in knowing what the future holds for us here in America, I've explained in my other videos, it's not going to get better. This message is for you. Please listen. So this is a warning from God. Okay? He gave me a vision. And also, before I deliver any messages to you, I always like to confirm to see, if they're really from God. So I'm gonna let you know what I encountered, a couple of incidents related to this message that God gave me. So let me read it because I wrote it down. I want to make sure I have everything as God told me. So here we go. The spirit of perversion is arising to the core, guys. Okay, the spirit of perversion is rising to the core during this time. And like I said, I always confirm before I get these messages. And prior to this, I already had received this vision, but after, I was listening to a prophet on YouTube. I always research and I listen, to other prophets as well. And she also said the same thing. So then I was like, okay, so God was telling me the same thing, that the spirit of perversion is on the rise. So let me go ahead and read this to you. This is not from the Bible. This is just my notes that I took when I was talking to God. He said, "We must pay close attention to our children." I'm referring to children from newborn to under the age of 18. Yes, this is correct. This spirit of perversion is ramping up and will cause men to lust after young children. We already have that going on, but it's going to get worse. Men, uncles, I'm talking to all men here, uncles, fathers, grandfathers, cousins will be confused as to why they are experiencing these feelings. These feelings I'm referring to is lusting after their own daughters, lusting after their own nieces, lusting after their cousins, lusting after their sisters. So what I'm trying to say is the perversion, incest spirit. So everyone will be confused as to why they are experiencing these feelings. So that is what God wants me to tell you. Okay, if you guys, and I know I have a lot of men here on my Facebook, if you are experiencing these feelings, guys, if you are lusting after your own family members, please keep in mind that this is the spirit of perversion. And you might think, oh, maybe this is normal. Okay, because when somebody does not know how the spiritual realm works, you think that these feelings that you're experiencing are normal, but they're not. Satan is attacking the men to the core right now with experiencing these feelings. So if you guys want to stop experiencing these feelings, if you guys do get to this point where you are lusting after your own family members, lusting after young children, okay, so you have to sit down alone with God. It doesn't matter where, and you just have to say a simple prayer. And what I mean by prayer is talking to Him, saying, Lord, please take away this feeling of perversion, this spirit of perversion. I don't want to feel like this towards my family members, or my own daughter, my own cousin, my little niece. Okay, this is what God wanted me to deliver to you guys, and He gave me a vision. And I also experienced this spirit of perversion twice in the physical. Okay, I was out the other day, because at first I experienced it in the physical, and I know that nothing happens for coincidence. So please keep in mind, if you guys believe in coincidence, there's no such thing. I have explained this to you every day, every situation, everything happens for a reason. Okay, so the other day I was at this, I got into my car, I was getting out of the grocery store, and there was a van that was parked to the left of me, and so I turned to the side, and I see this guy in the front, behind the driver wheel. He was just chilling there, and he was literally exposed. Okay, what I mean exposed, he had everything out, his private area, and he was doing stuff to himself, and I just couldn't believe that I saw that, and I was like, oh my God, he didn't care if I saw him, he didn't care if anyone saw him. So I was like, what the heck was that? I drove away, and I was just like, okay, what the heck was that? So then I forgot about it. I didn't pay attention to it. So then that night, God gave me the dream, and I'm not going to get into the dream. Well, yes, I have to get into the dream, now that I remember. So in this dream, there were teenager girls, and also God gave another dream to my daughter. So when He gives us dreams, that means I have to speak about it. I don't speak unless God tells me to speak. So that's why if I take a little long in uploading videos, that's because I don't have any information for you guys. So in this dream, there were regular teenage girls, okay, normal looking teenage girls from 16, 17, that were after other young girls. So in other words, they were recruiting them, not recruiting them, but they were acting like they were nice to them. They wanted to be friends with them. They wanted to befriend them. And the only reason they were trying to be friends with them was so they can lure them to the pedophiles. So this is going to get even worse, folks, okay? This is the beginning. So basically, what is going to happen as the days get worse, as we progress in the United States, people are going to be desperate for money. Teenagers we're going to lose a lot of people. The economy is still yet to collapse. They're not going to open up everything back to normal. It's not going to happen anymore. And you guys need to face the reality that we're not going to go back to normal ever again. God told me that already. You need to tell the people, warn them that this situation is not going to get better at all. Okay, it's not going anywhere, folks. So as the economy collapses, people are going to lose their jobs, and they're going to be very desperate. Okay, they're going to be very desperate. And in this dream, I saw teenagers that were doing this, recruiting girls for the pedophiles for money. And if you do your research, most of these pedophiles have to pay big bucks to sleep with little children. Okay, this is a huge business that's going around globally. So the pedophiles do have money to pay off parents to sleep with little kids. Okay, so these girls that God gave me, they were recruiting them and they were getting paid for bringing girls to get abused. So we really have to be careful right now, guys, during these days. Please keep an eye out. There was a report. If you guys want to go check it out, well, actually just check out this YouTuber. Her name is Natalie Denise, and I've been watching her videos. She explains in detail. She has the proof to show you guys, and she shows how the pedophiles are working on Instagram. Okay, there are many profiles in Instagram that people have reported saying, you know what, this is not correct. They're, showing off young children, and they have the pedophile symbols that the FBI has already recognized how the pedophiles, communicate to each other with symbols. And Instagram comes back and says, oh, we don't find anything wrong. So Instagram is behind this. They already have a system where the pedophiles can communicate with each other and no one will find out. So also Google is behind this as well. So most of the big companies are all behind, but I'm going to get into that. But that's what God wanted me to tell you guys. Please be careful with your children. Be on the lookout. Who's looking at them? You know, and another incident that happened to me just yesterday with me and my daughter. So, my daughter is of age, but she looks younger. She looks like she's 15. So we were at In-N-Out yesterday, and we were not even dressed up. We were just in our workout clothes, wearing hats. I didn't see anything provocative of us just being there. And there was this guy that was in front of us with he looked like he was maybe late 40s, and he was in front with his wife or girlfriend. And when I kid you not, I don't mind, how guys, you acknowledge a girl that's attractive and you just look and you look away, that's fine. But this guy was staring at me and my daughter like he wanted to rape us right there. And I'm not over exaggerating, guys. He would not, like, he was making it obvious to the point where he made his girlfriend or wife order so he can just stare at us. It was disgusting. I mean, especially him looking at my daughter, and I was just like, give me patience, because I was going to explode. So God told me, you know what, Denise? You need to deliver this message because the spirit of perversion is on the rise, okay? And yes, I experienced it with that guy in the van. He was exposed, and then I experienced it yesterday. So, we need to be careful during these times. It's not, I mean, okay, so then that's that. And I wanted to explain to you also, oh yes, back to the pedophiles, where yes, these pedophiles have enough money to pay, parents off, but they mostly, I mean, that girl, the lady Natalie Denise that was explaining it on YouTube, she was going through the profiles, and there was parents who were selling their kids. So there are families out there who participate in this activity, this disgusting activity. So another thing that that I just came to learn about. There are certain, like I said, there's certain symbols that the pedophiles go by, and they can know who's a pedophile, who's not. So, just so I can give you a bit of explanation on how big this network is, and let me tell you, Satanists are, it says by the book, you have to sacrifice children in order to get power, because the younger the child is, the more power they get. But I'm already going off topic. So yes, please be careful, guys. There's another, before I jump to that other subject I was going to tell you, on Instagram, they caught, so if you go to Natalie Denise, go check out her YouTube channel. It's called Pedogram, where she's explaining everything. They caught some folks in Iran selling babies on Instagram. Yes, selling babies. So this is a business, guys. It's a huge business, and we need to be careful. Just don't walk out. Please, you guys, the men here, you guys have family. Okay? You guys need to watch out for your family, your female family members. Don't just walk out and act like nothing's going on. I mean, look at the times we're living in. There's no joking around right now, guys. No messing around. So anyways, so back to what I was saying. That's what God wanted me to tell you guys. And I'm going to get into this other. So when the pedophiles communicate, there's certain language too that they use. So when I came across this, I was so disgusted that I was just like, okay. And again, for you guys to be like, oh, it's just a coincidence. You go too deep into this. Not a lot of people are perverts and blah, 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 blah. But no, okay? So the pedophiles like to use the panda. And I was like, okay, the panda. So in her YouTube video, I don't know, one of the reporters that I saw, they explained what the panda means. And the reason that pedophiles like to affiliate themselves with the panda is because it relates to sodomizing children. And when the kids are going through this, their eyes for some reason look like panda ears. So that's why the pedophiles who like sodomizing children wear the panda. So I was disgusted. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of background. So most of the companies, Google, Instagram, Facebook, most of the high-end companies have already sold their company to Satan. Okay, remember what I said. If you are not playing dirty in the business, you will not go up, you will not make money. And unfortunately, Satan's path is very easy. Anyone can sell their soul to Satan. I've explained this in my videos. The path to Satan is very easy, but the path with God is very hard. It requires, the path to God requires you to be very strong mentally, emotionally, and you have to go through things, and then God builds you up, because you will get attacked, especially if you do what he tells you to do. Like me, I always get attacked. Right now I'm resting, but there's times where I get hit, and I gotta be strong. But the only reason that I'm strong is because I have God on my side. So I want to make that clear. So anyways, the companies, it's very easy. So the companies, most of them already have, sold they make money because they are worshiping Satan. So I work for an IT company, and I was asked to go and work at one of the expos. So if you guys have been to, I don't know if you guys are familiar with CES, the CES event where they have all the IT companies come. For example, most of the ones that took place that I participated in were in Las Vegas. So they have these expos where the companies, showcase their software and, iCloud and all that type of stuff. So I was there at one of those expos and I got a shirt, and they give free stuff. So this shirt had a panda with glasses. Okay. So I had no idea what the freaking panda is. So, you know, like I said, you guys think like, oh, it's just a coincidence. They wanted to put a panda. No. What that means is that company, and I'm not going to, expose them because I might get in trouble. That company, whoever owns it is a pedophile. Okay. So he decided to wear the logo, put it on his company, the Panda. It's called Panda something. And me, like a moron, I've been wearing this shirt because it's so comfortable. I'm not a pedophile, okay? Like, but that's how it works, guys. Once your eyes are open, you're gonna realize a lot of nasty, crooked shit. I'm sorry to just, is out there. It's really disgusting, and it's really bad. Like, I don't know what to say, honestly. Like, it's just really bad. So yeah, guys, like I said, um let me see if I have anything else for you guys. So no, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else. I just needed to give you guys that message on the spirit of perversion that is ramping up. I was already exposed to it. I'm sure other people are too, you know. Most of these guys right now are so desperate, the ones that are into strip clubs and prostitution, because of this coronavirus, and they're so excited that they need to release themselves, and they're gonna start lusting after children. Many of these videos that I've saw on YouTube, the comment section, they were saying, oh, I've always wanted to F little girls, I've always liked little girls. And again, we're talking about pedophiles that like children and not just men. They like little boys too, men that are gay. We're talking about children that are under 18, 17, 16, 10, 11, 6 years old. So again, guys, be careful with your children, with your kids. Okay, you can't even trust your own family members anymore. You guys are experiencing these feelings. That's because Satan is ramping up. As the times progress, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. So I'm going to read this Bible verse that relates to children, that God specifically says, if you hurt any child, it's going to go really bad for you. Okay? God specifically tells us in the Bible that we are not supposed to even touch little kids, because that is the most innocent time for them. They're innocent, and for someone to hurt a child, that's going to determine how their behavior is going to be as an adult. The most important times to become a great adult, or just a normal, healthy adult, is in the child phase, in the children phase, infant phase. That's when, you know, that's why it's very important that, you know, we don't touch children, okay? They're gonna think like, oh, well, it's okay, you know, they can choose for themselves. No, they can't, you perverts, okay? An 11-year-old is not able to decide his or her sexuality. That's just plain disgusting. So we are not to lust after children or girls that are 16. So anyways, I'm going to read the Bible verse where God specifically says this, okay? Causing to stumble. If anyone causes one of those little ones, those who believe in me, because they believe, I mean, everybody's innocent, to stumble, it would be better for them to have a large milestone hung around their neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea. Matthew chapter 18, verse 6. Here's another one. Fathers, do not exasperate your children. I hope I said that right. Instead, bring them up in training. Bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. So when we have God in our lives, it's Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4. So when we have God in our lives, we will know how to raise our children because we are going by the book. We're going by scripture. So there you go, folks. I just read that you are not to mess with. It's better to have a large milestone hung around their neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea. So again, if you have any questions, go ahead and message me related to this topic. I do have another message, but I don't want to keep this video long. I just wanted to deliver that to you guys. Please ask God to confirm this to you. Whatever message I'm telling you, you know, because at the end of the day, you can't just rely on people like me or prophets to give you the information, you know. That's why it's very important for us to have a relationship with him, because you can communicate with him one-on-one. He can let you know what he's letting me know. Okay? So, seek God, you know, pray to him, ask him to, you know, show you. And hopefully this message served you well. And until next time, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Okay.